After 1 week of no Chelsea Football Club playing games, we will be facing Crystal Palace at Sellers Park. But before we get into the video, before I tell you my predicted 11 and give you a few stats, I'm going to take this time to remind you to like, subscribe if you haven't already, share the channel so I can get to 100 subscribers. And for those who don't know about Tytalkz CFC, they'll be aware of it now. Okay, now time for my predicted 11. Now, in goal, obviously, I think it's going to be Mendy. Obviously, this is not really a case where Kepa is being dropped because he's not good enough. Obviously, we all know that. But Edouard Mendy is the number one for both the club and for a lot of fans. So, obviously, Mendy is going to be starting this game. And now, before I get further, I'm going to be explaining that my formation will be 4-2-2-2. So basically it's going to be a case where I'm predicting that we'll be playing a 4-2-2-2. So the two centre backs for me will be Thiagosilva and Rudiger. The right back for me will be azpilicueta. Obviously some people may say we can probably try ChelseaFC there because he has played there in the past, but I don't think we really should necessarily try that in this game. Maybe in a FA Cup game, who knows, probably that's the best time to try it, not in a game where we're trying to get top 4. Obviously, people will say it's Crystal Palace, but I honestly wouldn't put Crystal Palace causing an upset for us because they are in dire need of some points, so they would obviously take a point against us. So I think we should stick with a team that can do the job, and Crystal Palace obviously do have players who can probably match azpilicueta and probably beat him when it comes on to pace. But I would start with Mr. Consistent, and that's azpilicueta. He'll always give you a 7 out of 10. Obviously, he will have his off games where he's fatigued or anything, but at the same time, he is our number one at that position at the moment. Reece James is out, as you have seen and as you saw in the video previously. So I think azpilicueta should be playing because he is the only option we have at right back, and for the left I'm going to be starting Sar because Sar has he has shown that he can do something in that position. It isn't his best position, but he has shown that he can. He has more pace than Alonso, and he can make some passes and he can do some crosses as well, as we've seen in the past when he had played there. So that will be my back 4, and the two ahead of them will be Kovacic and Jorginho. Kante had played 120 minutes, so I think for the sake of, even though they got a rest, I think I would stick Jorginho back into the team and let Kovacic stay, because Kovacic, he was substituted obviously, and we have to manage his fitness because Kovacic did quite well when he played, but he was substituted and he was brought off in the Club World Cup. So obviously he should have that extra fitness. So I would stick with Kovacic and Jorginho as my pivot, and two players that will be ahead of them, or you could probably say they'll be on the flanks or playing as a second wing back, if you may transition from a 4-2-2-2 or probably a 4-4-2, which one you want to call it. But I would stick with Ziyech on the right, because Ziyech has been doing wonderful. He's been in good form. He played for the extra time in the Club World Cup and he did quite well. He obviously he did have chances to score goals. He took shots, he made passes, he was connecting with his attackers as well. So it will be good, and he's in good form, and I'm happy for Ziyech. I'm happy that he's finding some consistency now. We had seen some consistency. We had seen him perform last season, but obviously it has been to a different level this season recently. So obviously it's good, and I hope he can continue. And on the left, I would start Pulisic. Pulisic is starting because he did quite well in the Club World Cup. He was unfortunate to not score a goal. He took some shots. He was linking up well with Ziyech when he came on. So that is something that I had loved to see. And I always say that we have barely seen Hakim Ziyech and Pulisic playing at the same time. And they have some connection. They have worked well together in the past. But I would stick with Pulisic for that reason. And plus, Pulisic loves a goal against Crystal Palace. He has scored 5 goals, I think, ever since he's been at the club. So, I mean, five times 5 goals, that's wonderful. So I would stick him into this game also, because he has that stat of scoring against him. And we need as much players who can actually have a good record against Palace playing this game. And the two players I'll be playing is Kai Havertz, because I think obviously Kai Havertz was basically confirmed. Tuchel didn't necessarily say he's going to start, but I think Tuchel really was basically hinting that he's hoping that when he plays against Crystal Palace, he can do something, and I think he will, and I think he'll be playing the game. And the player will be playing alongside him, I think, will be Lukaku. Obviously, I know fans will say they don't want to see Lukaku playing. Even though he scored 2 goals, his overall performance was poor to some people that would what they would say. But I would necessarily start Lukaku, because I think Tuchel's gonna go with him. Whether or not I want, just gonna accept that he's gonna be playing, because I think based on what Tuchel was saying about him, he was saying that we have to be patient with him, because we know that he can score goals, and he loves to be on. He likes to be the final player who touches the ball and make it become a goal. Obviously, that's paraphrasing, because I don't remember exactly what Tuchel said, but it's paraphrasing, and I think we can have that. Just have that patience in Lukaku, in a sense that he can probably score a goal for us in this game, maybe score 2 if possible, if all things go well. So that would be my predicted 11. And for a score prediction, yikes, man, this is interesting. I would say Crystal Palace 0. Hopefully we keep a clean sheet. Chelsea 3. I'm hoping that we can win 3-0. And I'm hoping that we can get those vital 3 points and get that advantage over the teams that are behind us and are in close proximity to us. So hopefully we can build on that Club World Cup, bring that confidence, bring that oozing feeling of being the world champions, even though you'll have some people, pundits and other rival fans who will take a dig at us for saying it. But that's not the point of this video, and thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching once again. Peace, have a good one, and stay blessed. Keep the blue flag flying high. Come on, Chelsea. Hopefully we can get a win against Palace. Peace.